Before we begin, let's be clear about something. This video is not to encourage cheating. This video exists to expose the reality of modern relationships so you can protect yourself, make wiser decisions, and understand what often happens behind closed doors. Sometimes the most dangerous things are not loud scandals, they're quiet secrets. Now let's begin. Cheating today doesn't always look like secret hotel rooms or lipstick on collars. It's smarter, it's quieter, and in many cases, it hides right in front of your eyes. What you're about to hear are some of the craziest, most unexpected ways people cheat without getting caught. Not so you can copy them, but so you can recognize them. Because what you don't recognize can destroy you slowly. One of the most common and overlooked ways people cheat is something called emotional outsourcing. This is when someone doesn't physically sleep with another person, but they slowly move their emotional intimacy away from their partner. They share secrets with someone else. They vent to someone else. They laugh with someone else. They feel understood by someone else. On the surface, it looks harmless. It's just a friend. It's just talking. There's nothing physical. But emotionally, the relationship is already bleeding. What makes this dangerous is that many people don't even feel guilty doing it. They convince themselves it doesn't count as cheating. Meanwhile, the real relationship starts feeling cold, distant, and confusing. Another shocking method is using productivity as a cover. Some people cheat while pretending to be busy building their future. They suddenly work late every night. They take on new projects. They attend endless meetings. They're always tired, always stressed, always unavailable. The partner at home starts feeling guilty even questioning them. After all, they're working hard for us, right? But what's really happening is busyness becomes camouflage. And the worst part? The more supportive you are, the easier it becomes for them to disappear. Then there's digital compartmentalization, one of the most calculated cheating methods today. This is when someone uses different apps, different devices, or different accounts to separate their secret life from their public one. A second Instagram account, a hidden WhatsApp archive, an email you've never seen, a messaging app disguised as something else. Some even rename contacts or save people under fake names. To the outside world, they look loyal. At home, they're present. But digitally, they live an entirely different life. And because there's no obvious behavior change at first, partners often blame themselves for feeling suspicious. Another unsettling tactic is cheating through old connections. Exes, old crushes, past flings, people from school, people who once mattered. These connections feel safe because there's history. They start with nostalgia. How have you been? Remember when? Soon, conversations drift into emotional territory. Regrets, what ifs, loneliness. This form of cheating feels romanticized, almost poetic. But in reality, it's unresolved attachment resurfacing. And because it feels familiar, people let their guard down fast. Some people cheat by weaponizing trust. They know their partner believes in them deeply, so they lean into it. They talk openly about loyalty. They criticize cheating harshly. They reassure constantly. Ironically, this builds such strong trust that their partner stops questioning anything. Trust becomes the perfect hiding place. And when trust is broken this way, it doesn't just hurt, it rewires how someone trusts forever. Then there's micro-cheating, a term many people underestimate. This includes lingering touches, flirtatious jokes, secret compliments, private inside jokes, emojis that cross boundaries, late-night conversations that feel too close. Individually, each act feels small, but together they form a pattern. Microcheating often escalates quietly until someone realizes they're emotionally attached to someone outside their relationship. and by then, the line has already been crossed. Another clever disguise is cheating under the label of self-care. Some people justify questionable behavior by framing it as personal growth. I'm finding myself. I need space. I'm focusing on me. I'm healing. These phrases aren't bad on their own, but they're sometimes used to excuse emotional distance while secretly pursuing someone else. The partner left behind feels selfish for questioning it, and the cheater feels morally justified. There's also location-based cheating, which thrives on routine. Same gym, same coffee shop, same commute, same co-working space. Routine builds familiarity. Familiarity builds comfort. Comfort builds attraction. And because these encounters happen during normal life, they're easy to hide. No extra time away, no suspicious excuses, just consistency slowly turning into intimacy. Some people cheat by playing the victim. They subtly portray their partner as controlling, neglectful, or emotionally unavailable to someone else. They don't say, "I'm cheating." They say, "I feel trapped. I'm not understood. I'm lonely." This creates emotional permission for the other person to step in as a rescuer, and once that dynamic forms, cheating feels justified rather than wrong. Another disturbing method is cheating through comparison. They don't leave the relationship, they stay, but mentally they're elsewhere. They constantly compare their partner to someone else, a coworker, an online personality, an ex. They fantasize, they emotionally invest, they withdraw affection. Even without physical contact, the relationship suffers deeply. Then there's temporary cheating, a lie people tell themselves. It's just once, it's just during this phase, it doesn't mean anything. But temporary decisions often cause permanent damage. And what people don't realize is that getting away with it once makes it easier the next time. Silence becomes permission. Now, let's pause for a moment. If you're listening to this and feeling uneasy, if something here feels familiar, that feeling matters. But before jumping to conclusions, let's talk about the truth behind cheating. Here's the part many people don't want to hear. Cheating is rarely about opportunity. It's about unaddressed emptiness. People cheat when they avoid difficult conversations. They fear vulnerability. They crave validation. They don't know how to leave honestly. They don't want to face consequences. Cheating isn't clever. It's avoidance dressed up as excitement. And no matter how hidden it feels, it always leaves traces. Distance, guilt, irritability, emotional shutdown, loss of respect. You might not catch the act, but you feel the shift. Now, let's speak directly to anyone watching this who feels tempted to cheat. Pause. Ask yourself this. Is the thrill worth the damage? Is secrecy worth losing your integrity? Is momentary excitement worth lifelong regret? Cheating doesn't just hurt your partner, it changes how you see yourself. And once trust is broken on either side, it never returns the same. At Lovera, we do not encourage cheating. We believe in honesty, self-respect, and emotional courage. If you feel disconnected with your partner, talk, seek help, communicate your needs. If the relationship no longer serves you, leave with honesty, not deception. Staying loyal isn't about rules, it's about character. And real love isn't built on secrecy, it's built on truth, even when truth is uncomfortable. If this video helped you see relationships more clearly, share it with someone who needs it, because awareness doesn't destroy relationships, silence does. This is Lovera, where we tell the truth so you can love wisely.